So, good morning everyone. Again, I am Erica May Sidalo, together with my group mates. I am Andrea Leonora. So now, let's explore how physical education curriculum and pedagogy is shaping the future of physical education. I'm requesting everyone to stand up on my part. We have here the flow of the content. First, introduction. Second, discussion. Under discussion, we have curriculum and pedagogy. Depth and physical education curriculum. CHED, physical education pedagogy. Delivery of physical education program. The third is the conclusion. Related journal articles. And lastly, the references. So, are you ready?
This can manifest in several ways, such as a focus on traditional sports that may not appeal to all students, a lack of attention to individual skill levels and learning styles, and limited opportunities for students with disabilities to participate fully. This can lead to some students feeling disengaged or left behind in physical education classes, potentially impacting their overall physical literacy and well-being. To address these issues, educators need to create a curriculum that caters to different learning styles, abilities, and interests, and incorporate modern approaches to physical education that emphasize individual growth and well-being. A well-designed physical education curriculum and pedagogy offer numerous benefits for students, promoting their overall well-being. It enhances their physical fitness, improves their mental health.
So the first activity is called Hug Sit Game. Behind everyone's back, meron kaming nilagay na piece of paper under a random chair. Wait lang. Wala na timabuhata. Under a random chair. And then if ikaw ang lucky one, yung nakalingkod dito, ma-stand up ka lang and then you'll answer a question. Okay. Sige, go. Pwede na yung yung chair. Good night. So here's question 1. Here's your question. It refers to the lessons and academic content taught in a school or in a specific course or programs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Letter C, curriculum. Your answer is correct. So, please listen. Curriculum. Listen, everyone. Curriculum is what is taught in school. Curriculum refers or program. So, if curriculum, imagine a school, imagine niyo nga if school is a big adventure for us. If curriculum serves as our map, ano purpose ng map? Para guide us. Ano pa? Diba ang map? Nagte-tell us kung where we are going, so that this is where you will know what you will learn along the way and how you will get there. So, if curriculum, it is a list of all things you will study, the activities that you will do, and the goals that you will try to achieve. So, ang curriculum nag-consist niya in learning objectives, ang mga topic na itatakol ha particular course or subject. Andyan din yung mga activities and assessments to test yourself or to test your learnings. Asya ito ang curriculum. So next, question number 2, JR. It is the encompassing term that is concerned with what the instructors do to influence the learning of others. It is the encompassing term that is concerned with what the instructors do to influence the learning of others. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 8. Your answer is wrong. Pwede mag-sip.
Letter B. Pedagogy. Ako.
Sige, pedagogy?
Yes.
Your answer is correct. So, pedagogy is the encompassing term that is concerned with what the instructors do to influence the learning of others. I know, bago sa inyo ang word of pedagogy. Okay. Pedagogy, it is about choosing the right way or the right technique para to help someone learn something new. It is the way ang mga educators kung paano nila ituturo ang particular subject or course. Sorry. So, pag may nakikita kayong teacher na gumagamit ng mga different visual aid presentations, nagpapagames, and with mga prizes, that is called pedagogy because it is the way how they teach or a technique to make the learning of the students that makes the learning of the students more engaging and effective. Asya pedagogy. Sorry. So, na-differentiate na ba niyo definition in curriculum and pedagogy?
Yes.
Ito masay.
Hindi man staring, guys.
Sige na, Christopher. Ano niyo mo, differentiate daw. Based on your naiintindihan.
The difference between pedagogy and curriculum. The curriculum is being subject that being taught in a school, while pedagogy is a strategy or the way of teaching.
Very good. Thank you. Wow. So next activity is the hand and footprint game. Kailangan equal ang distribution in group. We will have only 2 groups. Count off na lang. Okay. Go day starting. Sige na. Count off. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yung dapat teacher.
1, 2. Awad nila niya. Awad ni Kuya. Ano yung huli? 1, 2 yung Kuya. 1. So, group 1 here. Stand here. Nagilala yung ibang word eh. Kaya lang magaling na mechanics. So, group 2, nag-work at 9. Paano yung magaling na mechanics ha? I hope everybody will participate. So, the mechanics is, you will Ang iyong buhaton is, each member should have one move only. One move only. It means one letter mo, kakaptan or something. To arrange the. Tapos, continue lahat each member. Hasta kung mabuo na niyo ang
Words lang ang i-arrange namin.
Yes, same words ito. So, oo, like then, mabalik kapag dirigin susunod talaga ang pattern. Kung dirigin susunod yung pattern, yes, basta ma-complete niyo or mabura niyo ang kuhan. And word na, hidden, nakikita na siyang box. Sige.
Nasa wala ako.
Ready, set, go!
One letter lang. Preschool, a typical preschool curriculum covers concepts like colors, shapes, letters, plus social and school readiness skills such as how to take turns by RAP 2024. So, sa preschool physical education curriculum, nagpo-focus sila more on activities like understanding palahan body parts, ngani how they move. Di ba preschool, siya pala ditututok like body parts and then kung paano hiya yung move, hands, gano'n. And then it includes also the locomotor skills. Can you now remember his locomotor skills? What are the locomotor skills? Give one of these locomotor skills. Yes, walking. Walking, jogging, jumping, hopping. Diba syempre, hindi naman pwedeng ituro ang preschool mga inappropriate activities mga activities nga inappropriate pala ka level. So it more on nag-focus kira ka may body parts, kung ganin how they move. That's locomotor skills like jumping, running, walking, and then next. Hand and footprint game again. Okay, group 1 and group 2. Form the guys, kumay ka from na. Sige. Di ka kami dito.
Anay ha, magmabalik, mabago zero, kung meron na masunod ha, instructions. Tapos na. Pag nakakapag na yung
na.
Okay. Stop.
Go! Go na! Balik na!
Go. Okay. One lang. Pause. Balik. Go. Balik na. Balik na lahat. Go. Balik. Oh, tama na na. Lumabot ka na.
Pipita!
Go. Balik. CR. Balik na. Off. Go. Go. Balik ka na ako. Go.
Wait, go!
Okay, winner na. So what is the group one again? The word is so elementary. Education curriculum focuses on exercises, programs, training guidelines, and FICT. So elementary physical education curriculum, nagpo-focus siya on promoting fitness through exercise. Di ba elementary in-introduce na natin mga different types of exercises and also the different strength trainings and flexibility. Dito, elementary stage dito na i-introduce yung FITT principle. Do you still remember FITT principle?
Yes.
Yes? Who said yes?
Ako.
Oh. What was? Huh? FITT nga, if I'm not mistaken,
It's intensity,
yes.
exercise.
So, if I'm not mistaken, FITT, it talks about the progress hit imo exercise routine. Diba? Baga nagre-record kita, hit progress at exercise routine natin to achieve a specific goal or a fitness goal. Kasi ito ang FITT principle sa elementary curriculum. Okay, next. Go.
So, the next one is the junior high school. So, in curriculum of junior high school, emphasizes the physical fitness, skill development, and health education. So, physical fitness, dito, sinasanay na yung mga students like sa mga sports nila. Sinasanay yung mga skills nila, like sa basketball, sinasanay yung pag-dribble, like ang mga yung mga like varsity, like sumasali na sila sa mga intramurals sa school nila sa junior high school. And a teacher may use physical education pedagogy to design a lesson in basketball. The curriculum might outline the skills of dribbling, shooting, passing. So yan. So sa pedagogy, yung tinuturo nila is yung pag-develop ng skills ng isang player sa basketball. So, in summary, physical education pedagogy combines curriculum development, teaching methods, and physical activities to ensure effective learning and promotion of lifelong health and fitness habits. So, another game. So,
Okay. Last jumbled letters. Group members. Equal lang. Isang pera. Basta equal ang distribution. Pera ito mga upat. Hindi lang may group.
Oh, ilan rin eh.
Mayor, euro. Okay, pero din na.
Ayan, nakainin mo ako sa iyo.
Okay, ready?
Oh,
Get set, go! Stop. Stop na. Stop na. Go!
Sino matatanggap yun?
So, sino dito yung alam natin yung pancake?
Hoy!
Everyone will say, may question.
Ang iyang
Pancake ito.
Oo.
Ano man?
Sa marshmallow.
May amount.
physical fitness.
No.
Fitness and
No.
Physical activity help towards health.
physical education. Fitness.
Alright. Clear answer. Physical activity towards. No.
Physical activity towards fitness.
No.
Physical activity towards health and fitness.
Next kasi. So, pancake courses are designed to promote health, fitness, adaptive learning among students and teachers. The goal is to encourage students to make physical activity a regular habit. So yung pancake natin is tinuturo sa atin para, di ba sabi dito, to make a regular activity. So sabi nga na ni Sir, basta meron kanina, para mapanatili ang exercise, reason kita din ha college. Like, so din eh, sa pancake is the primary goal is to foster a regular habit of exercise promoting long-term health benefits. So para madala natin sa pagtanda or kahit hindi na tayo na nag-aaral. So we can do this in like Zumba, pwede tayo mag-Zumba sa like, di ba pag tumanda na tayo, pwede natin itong gawin like sa mga group or imbes na mag-chismisan, pwede mag-Zumba para mapanatili ang health natin. So, these activities are designed to appeal a wide range of interest, helping students find a form of exercise they enjoy and incorporate into their regular routine. Okay, next.
Pancake first year. First semester. Topic 1, Movement Competency Training. This course introduces the fundamental movement patterns that consist of non-locomotor and locomotor skill. Non-locomotor and non-locomotor aadala ka usama ko ang place diri ka na move while ang locomotor na babalin ka muhin ko aning presto. Amon ko anhan first semester ha, first year. Tapos second semester topic 2, exercise-based fitness activities. So this course builds on the foundation of motor skill achieved through core training. It will provide experiences in a variety of exercise programs to maintain and enhance cardiorespiratory and musculoskeletal fitness, adding ang stability and muscle strength, tapos and endurance and powers. And also, ang speed and agility training with a focus on body coordination and balance. So, that's management. So, on second year, practically dance and group exercise. So, and dance and group exercise, while traditional dances both provide fitness benefits and cultural sensitivity. So, di ba ganit aton kan instructor, di ba nagpapahimuyahin ko, nagdugrupiyahin classes, nagdugrupi to 4 or 5 groups na paan, tapos mag-representing ko ang dance na niya, pero may ganang ko ang niya exercise.
and sports and basketball. May tagapian per semester. Kanina, group and dance exercises, tapos na di sport and basketball. So, maaari naman kung ano mo na basketball. Diba? Lang. Pero diba, diba, ang basketball, they pwede magbulay is girl and boy. Ganila na ako niya magpa-practice ka mo pag-dribbling, passing, shooting. Tapos nadagyan na ako an offense and defense. Susunod na.
So next is martial arts and taekwondo. Taekwondo is a Korean martial art where modern techniques or emphasizing techniques from mobile stance. The course provides instruction and practice in the different techniques necessary for the white belt degree for the learners to experience taekwondo as a combination of sport, exercise, self-defense, and or combat philosophy. So, this was originally from Korea, tapos kay ano hindi ko ang religion or topic kay facilitate skills development for a structured progression of fundamental movement on sport-specific skills, enhancing fitness by improving cardiovascular health, strength, and flexibility.
Next.
Outdoor and adventure activities. This course on recreational activities is associated with outdoors, natural, or semi-natural settings that include but are not limited to land navigation. Orienteering, camping, and monitoring, hiking, trekking. An example is outdoor and adventure activities. Gamula niya. Ano ba iba na example nito? Para kukulit sa nature, change yourself, and create exercise. This course provides fitness benefits and learners to organize an activity in which they work out as a group exercise class and is an excellent motivation for encouraging them to engage their output and get the most out of the class. A group exercise class can offer more encouragement and motivation than working out in a solo environment. Output group exercise can be presented in yoga, aerobics, traditional games, singing, and others. Like first, kanina din, like kanina din na kami IZ group exercises like teacher na happy ipapa groupings ka mo na present tayo like some exercise present tayo for example group exercise.
Okay, next. Physical education pedagogy. So, physical education pedagogy is basically concerned with the study of teaching and learning processes of physical activity, emphasizing mostly focusing on curriculum, instructions, teaching physical activities and physical education. So basically, physical education refers to the study and practice of teaching and learning in the context of physical activities and education. So, in our field, like physical education, so yung tinuturo sa atin is related lang sa field natin, yung mga physical activities na makakapagpa-improve ng mga skills natin and mostly focusing on curriculum instructions, teaching physical activities. So, mostly yung
focus lang yung tinuturo sa atin is about sa physical activities and physical education.
Next is the delivery of physical education program. We have here two types of delivery, local and international. We will just differentiate the delivery, local and international. So, the delivery of physical education program focuses on promoting physical, social, and mental well-being through a structured curriculum. So, for short, local, it delivers a physical education program na more on a participation, engagement, local community. Within local community la, nag-focus siya ng participation. And while international naman, international, nag-focus sila in emphasizing diversity and inclusivity. Na-remember ba niyo what is diversity and inclusivity? Di ba, kay global man hiya, wide range man hiya it plays. So, mas na-focus sila in diversity and inclusivity. While ang local again, mas focus na hiya ang participation of engagement within local communities. That is the difference of delivery in physical education program. So the third part is the conclusion. Through the implementation of effective teaching strategies and proficient facilitation of these initiatives, students can participate in exercises that enhance their physical, mental, and emotional health. So therefore, we conclude and we found out that the relationship between the curriculum and pedagogy must effective here kung they are both good. Like, for example, we have a good curriculum and also we have a good pedagogy. We concluded that that curriculum and pedagogy, good curriculum and pedagogy is very important for the learning of every student. So, in other words, kung there is a balance, we will not have the effective learning of every student. So, next is the related journal articles.
So, the first related article we have is the article of, so, according to Ferry, this article is related to our topic, the physical education, curriculum, and pedagogy, because it highlights how various educational frameworks such as the national curriculum, parameters, and local educational policies influence the development of physical education curriculum. At the same time, this article discusses the degree of teacher autonomy in adopting these guidelines in their teaching practice.
Next article
By Armando and 2024, entitled Evaluating the Effectiveness of K-12 Physical Education Curriculum Among Adolescent Students by National High School highlights the importance of evaluating curriculum effectiveness, understanding curriculum impact on students, and ensuring successful curriculum implementation. It related to our topic because importance of evaluating the effectiveness of physical education curriculum, understanding its impact on students, and ensuring its successful implementation.
Next, the last article is according to Cruz et al. 2021 entitled Physical Education Attitude of Adolescent Students in Philippines. The importance of curriculum and teacher sex and behavior conduct about the topic of physical education, curriculum, and pedagogy. as it examines how students' attitudes towards PE are influenced by various factors, including the curriculum and the student. So, this article is related to our topic because they talked about the various factors that influence the learning of the students, which is they include the curriculum and the students-teacher relationship. So here are the references. Then last part will be the Q&A session. Okay, go make your questions now in 1 minute. 1 minute. Invisible hands.
Hoy, question na. Mga ito, Yuday.
Paper. Okay, man na paper. Yellow pads. Basta yung size, 1.8 na. Yeah. Okay, go. Magpilin na kayo. 20. 19. Physical education, curriculum, and pedagogy. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, pedagogy. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 8 mga pakatag naman, Dave. Ako nagbabasa ko. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
How can cultural diversity be integrated into physical education curriculum? How can cultural diversity be integrated into physical education curriculum?
I guess balik ka rin question.
How can cultural diversity be integrated into
Cultural
physical
diversity.
education curriculum?
How can physical education curriculum integrate how cultural diversity? Kaya nag-make a question. Dali, mo kayo sa maintindihan mo. Mali yung question.
How can physical education curriculum be integrated to cultural diversity?
Timer starts now.
question is, in what ways does the curriculum cater to diverse learners, including those with disability? In what ways does the curriculum cater to diverse learners, including those with disability? Your timer starts now.
So as a future educator, we can apply the teaching or the curriculum in different students with there is a disabilities. So makakatulong tayong maturuan sila sa pamamagitan ng mga activities na kaya lang nilang gawin. Like yung may specific lang silang activities para makasali sila sa mga normal na tao na kaklase nila.
Okay, thank you. How does physical education and pedagogy play an important role in our studies? How does physical education and pedagogy play an important role in our studies? Your timer starts now. How does physical education and pedagogy play an important role in our studies?
It's important to dahil nakakatulong ito dahil natuturo sa atin ang iba't ibang klase ng physical fitness and different exercises, sports.
Okay. Last one.
Wait lang.
My question is, should physical education focus on competitive sports or lifelong fitness? Should physical education focus on competitive sports or lifelong fitness? Why? Your timer starts now.
I would say that physical education should focus more on lifelong fitness. Alright, lifelong fitness. Because being competitive will not benefit you in the future. So we should choose lifelong fitness because even if even though we are not in school, we can practice that lifelong fitness through different situations. Like